Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here at Waterloo for the Battle of Waterloo. Yes, we have the famous battle between the French and British, and the Prussians, obviously. We cannot forget them, which are actually already here, I just have to say. So it's not a very historical Waterloo, because the Prussians, who are supposed to arrive late, are here first to face the French, it would seem. So that's an interesting one. So we're going to have a sort of an ahistorical Waterloo, it would seem. But we have all the historical cores here today. For this NTW3 battle. We have the Earl on here in the middle with the first core here, the big, huge core that takes up the center. This is very historical. Goes straight up the center to like take La Haye Saint and like push up towards like Mont Saint Jean, but he never gets there obviously. And then we have over on this side we have Rial, who's got the job of taking Hougoumont, which is actually not defended by the looks of it. It looks like by the looks of it, there's just nothing here. And then we've got the guard all the way at the back. I'm just keeping this open because obviously this is quite useful for like how the battle goes on. So we have the guard back here, and then we have, I believe, Kellerman's corps out here on the flank, yeah, which is just mainly made up of cavalry. So obviously, yes, in history, the battle is kind of fought between these two villages here, and a little bit off to the right of La Haye Saint. So you've got like Hougoumont and La Haye Saint here, that are the two villages fought over that the British try to hold. And then the Prussians come in from this right-hand side. They come all the way down to like Placin Noir or something like that. I think it's how you say it. Like to this village here, because the guard get tied up there in that village, or part of the guard. I think the young guard does. And then they also then come in from the right as well, from like here, from these villages here. So yeah, that is I would imagine what's going to happen again. But Prussia already appeared, so like the French know where the Prussians are. They know that Grouchy is not appearing. It's going to be the Prussians, I guess. But they also have some. There's also some British cavalry going out here. There looks like some hussars chasing down some lancers. We have Rowland Hill here as well ready. We also have Wellington, obviously. Yeah, they're really giving chase to those lancers. And we also have Perch. I'm surprised we don't have Blucher. And I don't know who the final commander is. There should be another one, I would imagine, but I can't seem to find him. Oh well. Oh, there he is, all the way over there. Yeah, we have oh okay, so the reinforcement army, I believe, because they've reorganized it, is actually William of Orange. So we have the British army that's going to come to the rescue, it looks like, and then we have the Prussians like in the main line. So yeah, it's a very ahistorical Waterloo today, but that's what we like to see. We want to see a slightly different history, I guess. I don't know how this would happen, but it happens anyway. I guess you could say like I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know how you'd say this. Prussia's linked up and like some part of the French army didn't. Who knows? Who knows? I certainly don't put it like that. I don't know how you'd even like, because like obviously Prussia gets beaten at Ligny, and the British get beaten at Quatre Bras. I guess unless like the British were like at Quatre Bras. I'm not sure. I'm not going to even try to explain this sort of weird ahistorical scenario that's now happened. But if you're enjoying seeing NTW3 on the channel at the moment and would like to see some more, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe from around here, and a comment to show your support. As always, guys, thank you for all the support, and just keep it up with your likes, subscribes, and comments. It's just, could not imagine this, like, to get this far, to be honest. We're nearly at 4K subs. And as you can see here, Rial is, well, marching into this forest. And he's going to be able to, like, take Hougoumont without an issue, it would seem. Seems like the British didn't rush to get there, which they probably should have. I don't really know. And it looks like the Prussians are getting shelled. They're just standing here. These dragoons. We've got their musketeers arriving. I wonder whether Prussia will be the first to engage. That would be hilarious if they are. Let's have a look. See what Kellerman's got here, because obviously, like, Kellerman's like corps represents all that cavalry that just charges the British squares relentlessly, led by Ney. You can see here Carabineers. So it's got Cuirassiers. We've got some elite like units here. A lot of heavy cav, put it like that. Yeah, these are two different Cuirassier units in there. More Cuirassiers there. I wonder how expensive this army must have been. More Cuirassiers. more and more Cuirassiers. Yeah, there's like 7 or 8 Cuirassier units here. Some Carabineers. There's like got very little in the way of light cav. I wonder whether they do actually have any like. Yeah, I don't think Kellerman has brought any light cav. Whether he can, I wonder, is the thing I was wondering. And now we can see Britain's line stand up here. As you can see, Britain over here is kind of late to the party, I would say a bit. He's not even like, I mean, he's kind of defending. He's got the 95th Rifles defending Lahai Sant. I'm definitely going to butcher that name several times as I try to say it really quickly. We've got Landwehr here. That's a good sign. More Landwehr, line infantry. Line infantry is all like the Dutch stuff. It's obviously a thing, like Britain's army wasn't made up of British infantry, it was made up of mainly like Dutch and Belgian and German infantry. There was a small core like force that was made up of British troops, and you can see here, you can see what this lance unit's going for. This is the guard. They're going straight for this gun back here. They want to take out the 6-pounder. They might just do it. These sappers and miners, I don't think we'll stop them in time.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
And in they go. That's gone. Yeah, I mean they're gonna. This is a really elite like guard lancer unit. I mean it's only taken like 2 casualties. These sappers forming square because they think that they're the target. As if, as you can see here, look at this. You can see now the hussars coming across, and lots more infantry starting to appear now for the British. But again, it's not like I've not seen many like out and out British units. I mean, there's they're defending this building back here. Strangely enough, that is very strange actually. But this unit's now very much cut off. Actually, yeah, don't know where there's any out and out British units. There was some Highlanders here, but I haven't seen them since. And yeah, they're being pinned down now. Yeah, those lancers are way out. They're so cut off. Well, there you go. They're gone. This is just some line infantry in here. And there's some more back here. They are defending like Mont Saint Jean and like instead of like the forward buildings, they're defending the ones right at the back where like the HQ was. This is like where Wellington and that like stayed the night before Waterloo. What we've got here, more line infantry, Royal Sappers and Miners. It seems like the most British unit I've seen so far is the Royal Sappers and Miners. There was one Highland unit out here, but that was about it. What we can see over here, I presume, yeah, this is the Prince of Orange we've seen here. Looks like he's gonna go for the yeah. There's infantry back here, so it looks like already that we have. Oh, this is Wesley. What is going on? Why are the British like flanking so hard here? You can see Real's turning to get ready to like face it. Looks like they just don't want to fight over these 2 buildings like they did in history. You see the guards now actually taking up the center. He's gonna go straight up, go and take out Lahai Sant like they do at like 6, 7 o'clock at night. And we can see over here that Kellerman's also got lots of cuirassiers ready to try and scare off the Prince of Orange here. He's just got lots and lots of Dutch infantry, which is no surprise. He's also got like a single 6-pounder here. Gonna have a volley from his gun. Very nice. I think they're just shooting these cuirassiers. Yeah, I don't know if they've got a couple of kills here and there. Still waiting on the first move. I imagine the French are gonna make the first move. I can't imagine the British being aggressive because I don't know how great their cores are. I certainly know in history they're not great. They win by the skin of their teeth. Mainly with the Prussian help, which the Prussians have arrived early. So that's not going to be helping. All they had to do was defend these 2 buildings. Like if they replicate history, taking these 2 buildings would be an absolute pain, and you just defend around them. Probably got a very good chance of winning. Shame they don't have like any of like the heavy cav, the Scots Greys here as well, just to like run down loads of cavalry and like just rout all of de Erlon's infantry. That's the point actually. I wonder how good his infantry actually is. I don't know, but I'm going to fast forward while we wait for the first bit of action to happen because well, they're taking their time, put it like that. Apart from that 1 cavalry charge, we've seen very little action. Yeah, Wellington's corps is all the way over here, and this is where all the proper infantry is. This is like all the proper British infantry all stood here. We've got like the 40th Somersetshire, like 40th Foot, the 32nd Foot from various different parts of the UK. Yeah, I don't know why they're coming out this far. Like, just stay back. Just You're overstretching yourself here. You're going to get cut off. And just picked off bit by bit. But, yeah, I am kind of surprised. I'm surprised the French haven't gone forward. The French should, like, set up ready as a defensive force. And, like, that's just not going to happen. There's no way the British are going to come forward. I mean, maybe the Duke, not the Duke, the Prince of Orange might be aggressive because he's only got to face Cav. And with his infantry, he may feel like if he like attacks down this road, he can then maybe turn the flank of the French. I don't know. I'm not really sure what he's thinking, but yeah, I certainly feel like the French are going to be aggressive in this one, like they were in history. They have to get. They're the ones that want to get to Brussels. The British and the Prussians are quite happy to stand here, I imagine. This big gun battery here. We're just shooting these dragoons quite happily. I don't know actually think that's them. It's a howitzer somewhere. Where is the howitzer? It's not that, is this? No, it's not. Where is this howitzer? Am I just being blind? Can't see.
We've taken a building, sir.
Oh, it's here. Here's the howitzer. Real's got it. Oh, there's two of them. I didn't think there was. They're just like set up like individual. Where have they taken this building? Oh, so they've taken Hougoumont without any issue. There you go. The French took Hougoumont. Something they never managed to do in history. They've now managed to take, and the guard is in there. So I don't think they're getting that unit out of there anytime soon. How big is this building? Like, how big is... Oh, it's not actually that big. I would hope that you could maybe get, like, several units in there. Like, one maybe in this garden, maybe one in this part of the, like, farmhouse and another one here. I like how they have made it quite big. Trying to reproduce this, like, chateau here. Like, that's what it is, a chateau. But, not the case. And here we go. First bit of, fighting underway. The, 95th Rifles open fire. We've got the, Belgian infantry and the sappers setting up, and here we go, finally. A little bit of fighting, even if it's just like the 95th Rifles are just harassing the French. I don't think they can give any kills. And here we go, the line is starting to appear. I did think there was Highlanders nearby, light foot Highlanders, 91st foot as well. So here we go, it looks like we're getting ready. Rowland Hill is ready to fight. And he's going to be facing the guard, it looks like. Which is a very scary first foe. More line infantry appearing. A lot of this is Dutch and like Belgian stuff though, so it's not a good sign. You can see here, look at them, they're not even got like proper uniforms. They would have been wearing their old French and French uniforms at this point, so I don't know why they don't just have them in that. That would have been like a nice little bit like allied forces in French uniforms. Got Landwehr up here. This is just not going to stop the guard, is it?
Sir,
Got more 95th rifles
our general
here.
is under attack.
Harassing, but I mean, you're going to need to actually have some substantial force to stop this guard. I mean, I don't know if they send up these are like chasseurs. Do they send up the like voltigeurs? Do they actually send up the actual grenadiers first? Like the guys that appear at the very end? Trilliers. Grenadiers are P? No, they're not. They're like middle guard or something like that. Where are they? I'm sure I saw them earlier when they were setting up. Yeah, here they are. They actually did bring them up first. The old guard is actually in the front line. These are the old guard. These nutters are in the front line. That's insane. And here we go. Yeah, first big line battle, like substantial line battle here is getting underway. Belgian line infantry engaging against the guard. They're going to need a lot more substantial than this to stop this guard. Like, I can see the Prince of Orange is now starting to arrive. Or, like, if this is the Prince of Orange. Yeah, I think it is. It's, like, more Buckinghamshire infantry. A lot of King's German Legion. Yeah, he's got a lot of the good stuff, actually. If that is Prince of Orange. He's got a lot of, like, what you'd say is more professional infantry. I'm not saying the Belgians and the Dutch aren't professional. It's just that they're just not very good. They're just not very good. They're already, look at this, 88 out of 112. They're getting beaten up. Also, they're facing the guard. And what we got here? We got some horse archers setting up. Oh, they're firing. Okay, that's a separate one. I honestly thought this one was like, that one's not set up. How's it fired? But no, that's a 6-pounder foot. The other one was a horse artillery. This is this land there. Oh, this is never a good sight when this is on the battlefield. Yeah, those 95 rifles want to get out of there. Don't tell me this is all land there. Oh my gosh, it is. It really is. Oh, and we have Cav now engaging on this side. We have some lancers going after some Ullans. I presume these are like maybe some Belgian or Dutch like Ullans, perhaps. I don't know. But they're dead. Put it like that. They're dead. They got a really good charge there, did the French, and they just routed them. Good thing, I guess, is that Rial's a little bit far behind because he saw these like couple of units of British over here, which I presume, well, no, maybe they're not. We've got, look at this, and again, more. Yeah, this is the 40th foot. This is the stuff that we saw earlier that was way down that flank. Why this is all out here, it needs to be like up here. If they like started further up the battlefield, the British, then they had a better chance of like pinning the French in small areas because there's no need to go this far wide. Like the French just need to take this building and then they take this flank, and they've already done that. Like this flank's now open to them because they hold that building. You can see here that the British are now well and truly not set up properly. We've got Highlanders setting up, so that's good to see. Oh, we've got French cavalry just went straight through the middle here. We have the Guard Imperial, we have the Grenadier Cheval here. They've just smashed through and gone straight for like this landwehr here, which is such an easy thing. It's such a nice big like target to go for in this dead center of the battlefield. And they've got their horse artillery out there nice and quickly. They're firing like the foot artillery. This is just shrapnel artillery. I didn't realize this is the type of artillery. I was just firing like dead into this Grenadier Cheval here. And already Rowland Hill is under attack. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. I would probably got these Highland infantry. I know you like want to put them on the front line to face the guard, but I'd probably put them in high sun. Here we go, more infantry arriving. This is more British infantry as well. We have the 2nd Yorkshire arriving and the 14th Buckinghamshire, so that's good to see some actual proper British infantry arriving, but it may be a little bit too late already. I mean, Britain is like under heavy fire right now, and we've got some Cameron Highlanders here setting up. Looks like they're going to help try and protect these 95th.
The men are fatigued.
What they're going to go for instead, they might as well just, yeah, they're going to go for this line infantry here, which, I mean, they can form square as well. Form square, please. They're like Brunswickers or something like that. I wonder if, yeah, one of these like Brunswickers. They form square, and they stop them. That Grenadier oh, it's still alive. Grenadier Cheval is still alive. Oh my gosh. And this unit can just now go for anything. I mean, what have we got back here? More hussars. They've got the horse artillery. This is not good. You need this, yeah, this hussar here needs to like sacrifice itself to stop this grenadier. And then maybe get that landwehr in there. I don't know. But already the guard's in a real bad spot. Kellerman's now bringing up the Carabineers. He's already sending up like the next best thing after the Grenadier Cheval. Already. This is not a good sign. I don't know what the Prussians are doing, but the Prussians probably need to start being active and maybe like he could maybe help on this flank because I mean the guard's been super aggressive and de Erlon's just kind of sat back. He's just quite happy to wait. I mean, at the moment, this British army here is in disarray. This is Wellington's army as well. So this is not a good sign. This is, yeah, luckily they broke that cab, but they lost their own cab doing so. I mean, they've also just, like, they're now busy, like, firing into the back of this cab instead of worrying about the guard in front of them. They need to get all this line infantry. There's so much more back here as well. They need to get it all tied up together because otherwise it's going to get picked off because Rial's now arriving. And he's got all sorts of sappers, line infantry, lots of line infantry, and obviously Kelvin's now bringing over cav. The guard's still like, I mean, guard's being held here for a fair amount of time, but not by much. I mean, there's more British infantry here. There's like the 91st Club. This is nearly on breaking point as well. Keep firing, Highlanders. You need to fire for Scotland. Nope, they're going to break. They'd rather break. You need to get this Yorkshire regiment back. Just get it back and start defending La Haye-Sainte. I mean, they already are, I know, but like this is just not a good look. Prussia's now arrived with cavalry, but so have the French. They've got their carabiniers in here. They've been thrown onto squares. I'm glad to see the Landwehr can form square. 91st foot have just formed square here. 91st foot, 42nd foot. The Black Watch. Yeah, they're going for the artillery. That was obvious. Now they're sending in the sappers to try and fight them. Oh, Jesus. 9-pounder back here. What that's firing at. I hope the guard. I hope it's not firing at like these carabiniers at point blank range. But yeah, they're just surrounded on all sides. The guns are gone though. So that's a concern. They've lost another gun already. The Prussians, yeah, they sent in their cav. They've now been stopped by the Chasseurs Cheval. They're being stopped by Chasseurs Cheval. That's a worrying sign. There is hope for the Allies though, because if the Allies can 2v1 de Erlon, then that is a good chance. I mean, Prussia's got a fair amount of infantry here, but I hope you have a lot more cav. Most of this infantry is actually Landwehr. I mean, these are big musketeer units, so I can't imagine they're great. And like the Prince of Orange is now arriving. There's King's German Legion, Bolland's National Militia, Yorkshire. Yeah, there's a lot more. I mean, it's a mix of British and Dutch infantry here. Don't know how much of it can form square, not all of it. You see Prussia's now moving forward. He's got his Landwehr Uhlans here. I mean, he could try with being, oh yeah, here we go, good charge here. Catching these Chevalier Lancers out. But, more Uhlans as well, and now they're being counter-charged. I mean, possibly they could 2v1 de Erlon is what I'm trying to think, but de Erlon's got the largest corps, definitely, by far. I mean, it also doesn't matter because it looks like Wellington's corps here has just been soundly beaten. I mean, what is going on? Look at this. I mean, it's been forced back already. Line infantry, all being forced back. Not a good sign. I mean, they still have, yeah, look, here they are. 4 British regiments that are just standing out here, way out on their own, which could have been useful in there. I'm not saying that they would have turned the battle, but better to have them there. I mean, these are Loyal Lincoln Volunteers. This is King's Own Royal Foot, 40th Foot. This is all British regiments as well, so these are good regiments. They want them in there, not the Dutch. Again, like I said, the Dutch are like okay, but they're not going to beat the Guard. These guys are not necessarily either going to beat the Guard, but they have a better chance. You need that British corps to help like your centre, and then you just intermingle the Dutch and the Belgians. Look at how quick these guys can set up. Look at that, that's so quick. And they're falling back. De Erlon's going to reposition because he realizes he's been outmaneuvered by Prince of Orange here. Kellerman obviously could bring his cav over, and looks like he might be bringing something over. No, he's just moving around. I don't know, this cav obviously is always a pressing threat here. I mean, Britain's got a lot of cav as well. It's got a lot of like light cav, lots of hussars. I'm not seeing any like Scots Greys or anything. What is back here? We've got another, you look at this, another unit like of like British infantry. I don't know how good it is. This is light foot. This is more British infantry that needs to be on the front line. Like, I know like sometimes people go, oh, like, yeah, just cap buildings to like win the game, but I mean in this game there is no like point system on the buildings, so you might as well just bring everything up and throw it in. I'm hearing some charging. Oh, Britain's just gone for a charge. Okay. 32nd Cornwall went in for a charge, and I mean they're outnumbered by this line infantry here. Oh my gosh, yeah. Hey Legionnaires, and we're back anyway. So unfortunately the replay did crash, but we are back, and we are back with the 32nd Cornwall as they just charge suicidally into this formation here that Real is setting up. I mean, honestly, I don't know what's going on here. Like, they need to get these units back and try and loop them back around to the main army. They shouldn't be just standing here. They're not going to win this fight. Can they all form square? They can all form square, so they can stop this chasseur unit that's coming around. They don't have to worry about that. I think it is now making its move. Yeah, there you go. British got... They were outnumbered. I mean, they actually did rout the French as well, so I guess that was something, but... Well, here they go. They're going to get charged now. I don't know whether he's paying attention. Oh, kind of was the last moment, yeah. Left it to the very last second to form square, and kind of said they need to probably form square on the next one. That was, they kind of just ran from the volley and just, yeah, okay, French broke there. That's good, I guess. So they might be able to win that flank, I don't know, but it's unlikely. What is going on over here? Okay, so La Hason is being fought over. I'm gonna, sorry, I do apologize, I'm butchering that name every single time. I know I'm butchering it. We've got the Belgian infantry in there, we've got the Yorkshire regiment in there as well. What is going on here? Okay, so it looks like De Erlon's kind of not new box, but he's like, I don't know what he's really doing. Kind of like maybe reforming. He should reform an alliance sort of like similar to the Guard, but he doesn't even need to like have units touching or like close to the Guard. He could almost be super aggressive on this left flank and try and cut the British off, because the British are bringing up more units from somewhere. These are Feld Battalion, Western Norfolk, Sussex here. So I wonder whether that's more of like the Prince of Orange's corps.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must
But yeah,
rest
it is all going off. It's all going off across the battlefield really now at this point. You see the French now opening fire here. The Prussians are coming. The Prussians are coming. As they say in the Waterloo movie. If you haven't seen the Waterloo movie, I recommend you go and do. It's really great. Fun. Well, fun. It's war poke. It's not fun. It's a really good movie, and it's probably one of the best movies around for like depicting sort of Napoleonic like warfare. I mean, it's like every single soldier there is also real. There's no like CGI or anything like that. All there thanks to the Soviet army at the time. But you can see here, it looks like the King's German Legion are now setting up. At least this is a bit more. I mean, I'm not saying like King's German Legion are elite. This is like actual like proper British line infantry, like stuff that served in like the Peninsula War. Now fighting. I mean, they're fighting the Guard, which I still don't think is a good odds for them. And the French, yeah, the Guard's all the way behind La Haye-Sainte right now. They're surrounding the building. I don't know what's going on here, like how they've allowed the Guard. Like I said, they should have just held these two farmhouses, had a big thick line between the two bits, like have one line and then maybe a second line of infantry and artillery, and they would have been fine, and then have the maybe a bit of a force out to the left, and then they would have been okay, and the Prussians would eventually come in to support this side as well. That's be what I would have done. But the Prussians have already gone in anyway. The Prussians going in, and they've taken out this Voltigeur unit with this massive line infantry and Landwehr. So that's something. Put it like that. Musketeers here setting up. Got some Nassau units here. These guys look like they might still be in French uniform. Sort of, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they are actually. They probably should be. British staying up here. I mean, they're not really breaking much. All they've broken is their skirmishes. Not really big loss to De Erlon, who's actually pulling back his entire corps, and he's kind of defending this road now, the road up to La Haye-Sainte. Not a bad idea actually, defend that road. He just needs to get the rest of these regiments out of here, which he should be able to do pretty easily. I mean, this De Erlon play, he's not had to do much, but he's played it quite well. To be honest, I think we've got a howitzer over here as well. Yeah, 4 howitzers. Should get those into action somewhere. It looks like Britain is sort of holding now. I mean, he's like got a decent force here to help against Real. Looks like, and he's got these ones back as well. These 3 regiments which were kind of isolated. They've managed to retreat. They've just scared off those Chasseurs Cheval again. He needs to get back out into the line formation though, otherwise he's going to get murdered. But these Landwehr I can't see holding for long. I mean, there's a big gap, but that's the issue. Look, there's just such a big gap here. This is more of Real's corps. Could just like go straight through the center here and go for anything. But yeah, is the general dead? Whose generals is dead? I presume that's Roland Hill's dead, because he was very much in the close. Yeah, very much like in close proximity to this fight here. It doesn't look like the Guard's going to win this. This is actually the old Guard. The old Guard's been thrown in to take La Haye-Sainte. Not a bad idea. Breaking some King's German Legion foot there. But yeah, Real could really just push up through the center here, go for the guns and like whatever's left over here, which is just some Landwehr. Wellington's here as well. I mean, they already are. I mean, the Guards are already pushing up. Go for the guns and for these Highlanders here. The Scottish are holding strong. I mean, they're not really. They're not really at all. You gonna respond with a volley, man? So they're just gonna push forward with the chasseurs and take the gun. I mean, the gun, that's horse artillery. They want to get this out of here. They probably could. Not now, maybe. Maybe one volley might rout it, and they're gonna send in the Black Watch. Oh, that's gonna be friendly fire. Oh, please don't fire. Please do not fire. Oh yeah, they're just gonna try and limber it up and get it out of there. Don't know if that's gonna work with the the crew's just like busy in the middle. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. And the Black Watch broke anyway, and now they're after the gun, and the gun's gonna go. That's a shame, but that happens. And you can see, actually, the British do have more stuff here. They have more like Landwehr, more like British infantry. Why have they... Like, if they set it properly, the British, they would have had a good chance, I think. But they've like been scattered everywhere. This Landwehr can form square? What? Okay. These huge squares that are being formed, they just scared off the cavalry. That'd be very annoying if you're playing as the French. You think, oh, I've got an easy charge here. Oh, it looks like we've got a big cavalry charge here by the French. Here we go. Kellerman sent in his carabineers. And he's going after also from the cuirassiers. Now, I don't think any of this cab's going to have a chance. I mean, they haven't got a good charge off. His cuirassiers should probably have gone and dealt with these hussars here, though. And maybe the artillery. Looks like they are now. Yeah, they are routing stuff. I mean, what's here? National Militia, just take these guys out. They fire point blank range into these carabineers, though. Yeah, they're on low morale with that. Get them out of there. But Prussia has now linked up with this British army. Well, I thought it was really a good idea. I don't know. This is a weird Waterloo, I'm not going to lie to you guys. But I hope you guys have been enjoying it. It's certainly been a fun one. We've got the cuirassiers here, they're coming up. How many of these? And foot guards. See, these are such useful units that would have been so useful. They have oh yeah, they have all the guards. These guys have been so useful in defending like the farmhouses. Yeah, I feel like just the two players, like whoever playing is like William Prince of Orange and like as the Prussians really should have just swapped around because like these guys are so key for defending. Like these guys would have been able to face the guard down, I imagine. These are the elites. I don't know what they're doing now, but they're scaring off the French camp, put it like that. Grenadiers, the old guard in here is still doing okay. How's that line battle on the other side going? It's actually going okay, to be fair. The British might break a lot of this infantry. Certainly the centre stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I say that, and then they break. They're equally on the cusp of breaking themselves. These are sappers, though, in fairness. I don't know if they would actually break. I just like when the officer fires, just so there's pistol in his own. I can hear, I think that's British infantry breaking. Yeah, the Landwehr have finally gone, as have the Cameron Highlanders. And we've got a melee battle raging over here. Looks like the British might win this one, though. It's 3v1 now. I expect them to win that. It's all British action proper. Yeah, there you go. They won that. And now they can turn this flank. I mean, it's a shame that all their infantry just broke here, because otherwise, if they held, they could have maybe shrunk the back of these guys. You can see the French already setting up. They're firing to friend and foe here with these line infantry. They don't care what they hit. But yeah, they still hold the building here with the British. Just how they still hold this building? What is in here? This Yorkshire regiment still, and that Belgian infantry. That Belgian infantry man is doing a lot of work. Don't know how. Okay, now more's gone in. We've got grenadiers in here, and we've got the chasseurs going in. Okay, and the British got some like fell battalion that are just way out of position here. Luckily they can form square because there is like cav just everywhere. But that's one thing. I mean, now we've got the British setting up here. The Prussians are not far behind. Neither are the Guard. And they've already... I thought they were going to do a volley. I was zoomed in ready for the volley. No. Refused. Here we go. These are the Nassau's. Yeah, in these French uniforms. This is their French uniforms. In the green. With the British flag though, so it looks very confusing. Can I move a volley? There we go. There we go. Breaking here though, we've got some line infantry breaking, that's not a good sign. Kingston Legion, like the green rascals, so they actually green though.
Taking a building, sir.
Oh, I think Le Haisson has just fallen. Le Haisson has just fallen, the chasseurs going in. And what else went in? Oh, more chasseurs. Wow, they really piled in the troops. Finally took that building. So Le Haisson has fallen, as it did at like 6, 7 o'clock when Ney took it. Will they be able to retake it, the British? I'm not so sure. What is this? Is a mess going on here. They're forming square, I think, and like, I don't know what is going on here, but they are breaking their landwehr. Poor units here. This army over here, I think this was Wellington, just got like caught out of position so hard. They was not ready. And it seems strange that like Wellington's army has poorer troops than the Prince of Orange's. He's got like loads of landwehr. I don't know whether he just decided to bring loads of landwehr. I honestly don't know. But like I would have thought he'd have had all the guards and stuff, which are now just starting to arrive.
The men are fatigued, sir.
Oh, and the Prussians. I was going to say, why are the Prussians back here? But they're being harassed, of course, by the entirety of Kellerman's corps. So they have to form square. And not all of them can form square. Quite concerned. I think like only a couple can. Yeah, a lot of their musketeers cannot form square. Oh, looks like the French went for a charge and failed. They've been scared off by the 73rd Highland Foot. French now going in here though. Here we go, got the Carabineers going in. They might be able to do some damage to this national militia. I've been told that the Carabineers are worse than the Cuirassiers in this game. Or not as good, which is kind of surprising. Like, these guys are more, like, are seen as more elite. They only appear in a few battles. They are more elite than the Cuirassiers. The Cuirassiers is kind of like the more, like, I guess, well-known heavy cav, I guess. I don't know. The Carabineers, they are, like, the nastiest. The nastiest, the nastiest. Bar maybe the Grenadier Cheval, I guess maybe they are, like, the most scary, but they're only with the Guard. The Carabineers, which are just broken now, actually, are, like, the nastiest main cavalry like around, if you get my meaning. I don't know if you do, probably not. But out and out cavalry that likes to go with any corps, the nastiest cav is the Carabineers. That's what I mean. And it looks like they're breaking a lot of this infantry here. I don't know whether this one's going to break. This Yorkshire Regiment here in square, I don't think will break. But more stuff's breaking over here. I think the Guard just lost some chasseurs. But they like the Guard is like holding these units in position, like the Trilliers, Grenadiers here. But they're gonna get like the infantry here. British infantry is getting surrounded by the French. I mean, they've like got wow. Look at the point blank they're getting. Are they honestly gonna just fire and rout? Please don't do this. This is execution. There's got to be something. Yeah, finally. I'm glad that they went into combat. I was gonna say there's something against Geneva Convention there. And Wellington's going for a charge, and he just got gunned down. Wow. Wellington, what are you doing? Get out of there, man. Get like these last few British infantry units out of there. He's really gonna get gunned down. Charge! Never has Wellington ever done this, but he's riding in his horse Copenhagen, and in he goes. Oh my god! How is he not dead? He's just been like shot in the face several times. There you go, he breaks anyway, he doesn't need to. There, oh, and he's died. He just died. As he runs away, gets cut down, stabbed in the back.
All hope is lost, sir. This battle is almost done.
And there you go. Britain's probably lost all hope at this point for sure. Yes, here we go. The British got like no hope left now. Down to the last few units. I mean, it looks like the Guard has been sent straight into combat, which is not a bad idea, to be fair. They're breaking all this line infantry here. Got Cambridgeshire Foot here, King's German Legion. The Guards just going straight in. Ultron Guards. Foot Guards, yeah, all going in. These guys were really needed desperately in like the centre. And I like how De Erlon as well, who's like supposed to be the main striking force, has done nothing really this entire like match. He's like, I had to fight at the end here. against the Prussians and like the British. But in all honesty, this is like he usually would be the. I would have thought he'd have been like the main striking force. They've just broken the guard already. They did. They broke the guard already. Jeez. Call yourself guard. Broke it 68 men.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
Yeah, they're pretty tired though, I guess. They probably should just shot some volleys and they might have done okay. They might break these two. This is light infantry. Line infantry. Yeah, they broke these two. Wow. Okay, they might break all the Durl on here. You never know. I mean, he has still got like scattered units everywhere, and probably some of these will return. I like how the Prussians have just been reduced to nothing. Like, just been forced to like keep an eye on Kellerman's corps the entire time. What is going on here? There remains Durland's corps here though. Got his sappers and he's got his line infantry all getting ready. It's certainly been an interesting one. I hope you guys have enjoyed it anyway. Yeah, this Waterloo battle has certainly not gone as I'd expected. I don't know. I don't know if I expected the French to win. But I also just didn't expect like the British to be so unprepared. Like they're having seen where they set up and stuff like that, I kind of expected them to be sort of ready. Like I know the British and like the Prussians were the wrong way around, which certainly didn't help because the Prussians, I feel like their army, like with, I don't know how much cav they did bring, but it should have been like heavily cav, turns up late. So this further back, but like the British were obviously in their position, so like their British army like turns up, one of the British army turns up late, which is never a good sign because like by then the battle's kind of over. But they have done a quite good job. They have done a lot of damage to Durland's corps here now. Yeah, he's actually got a lot of stuff running. Wow, he actually does. Yeah, wow. And he's kind of taking this road now. They could maybe they can go up the road and go and retake La Haye-Sainte. No, I don't think so. There's like so much of the guard just ready and waiting. Got the old guard still waiting. There is another one somewhere. I don't know where it is. Probably over there in the distance. There's a line battle now going on between the Prussians and the French. I imagine Kellerman will come in and do like maybe another charge. Yeah, I mean apart from this one here, none of these can form square, so it's kind of like free real estate. I mean, this cavalry here, must be an elite cuirassier. It's only got 40 men in it. I mean, none of them got shot in that volley there. In they go. Yeah, they rout that. They could probably rout the next one. And again, I mean, oh, I can hear more cavalry. Oh no, not more cavalry. The British have gone for a charge on this artillery, which is not a bad idea, to be fair. I think this is still firing, I'm not really sure. It's horse artillery, yeah, these Cambridgeshire infantry are going to go and just take it out. A small victory for the British, I guess, take this gun out. Yeah, I'm not surprised they're taking out this musketeer as well. I mean, they could probably go into the... no, these can all form square, so these are the last units that can form square. So Kellerman's out of options here. They've routed that gun. They're actually, yeah, and the guards. Oh no, the guards are. Oh, this is national militia actually. Wow, this is all national militia. How do they rout these guys then? This is mere militia. You shouldn't be like, you're the French army. You shouldn't be routing to militia. But here they are routing to militia. And then it looks like, yeah, the foot guards are over here now. This is just what's left. Not much really. Not much. What's over here in this building? Line infantry. Yeah, I don't know why they like bother to like with line infantry. Like, I mean, they're just going from building to building, taking it now. And there's like Prussian guns back here. The battle is mainly over. There's just scraps to take out now. But yeah, I don't know why the British just decided to like just have units just dotted around doing nothing. Like they have a unit here. This Oxfordshire Light Foot probably should have been in the front line from a long time ago. That would have been very useful. It like has 152 men. Could have been quite useful to. Not maybe change the battle, but like you just need something like the British units, even something like Dutch infantry was actually okay. Just would have been helpful. They needed every single unit in the front line. Like the French didn't leave anything in reserve, like anything at the back. They had everything coming forward. Last foot guard here, and they've broken that infantry here. They might break this one. They're going to charge in. I feel that's a better option. Maybe it is. The French are going to just clean up here, really. There's some Nassaus left here. And the Prussians have been routed by the French infantry. This is the Guard as well. Oh, this is the other, like, old Guard unit here. There's one in La Haye-Sainte, making sure it's well protected. The other one here. And then there's the Chasseurs. Yep, that's everything broken there. And I'm probably now, I think because the British are just, like, being cleaned up, I'm probably now, the battle is really over. I'm just going to, like, cut to, like, the end of the battle so you just see the end screen and the results. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Okay guys, so there we are with the end results here, and as you can see the French did win. They were basically just chasing down like 1 or 2 units that kept like then going into buildings, so they had to let them fight for the buildings. So there wasn't really much to show you after like the main like remainder of like the British and Prussian armies got defeated. But as you can see here, the French won quite decisively. I mean, the British and the Prussians here did not get that many kills, unfortunately. But yes, so that was a victory. This one was sent in by Johnny Le Buffon, who was playing as the Guard. Got nearly 2,000 kills, getting a good amount of kills there, and only losing about 600 men. So yeah, well done to him, well done to Opium Fields, to Fork number 2, and to Chilio, who are all playing as the French. Well done to Meme Camp, to B-Dubs, to Ganache, and to Flux, who are playing as the Allies. It's a shame they just weren't set up properly. I just feel like if they were like Hill and Wellington were sort of together, but if like certainly if the Prince of Orange was like actually with the main army, they had a chance. Prince of Orange actually did get 1,000 kills, so well done to Flux there. And yeah, it's just a shame like that, like for instance, like the Prussians just arrived like too early, to be honest, before like, the battle was really set up. But there are the kills for the Guard. The Grenadiers, they're getting 248. Expect no less from the old Guard there. Got some Chasseurs there with 191 kills, and some other Grenadiers with 191. So there you go, some really good kills there for the Guard, as expected. But yeah, if you enjoyed this battle, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and don't forget to leave a comment to show your support. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next one.